Hey Shay, William here. Just want to say thank you so much for your discussion board post this week. I'm definitely not going to hold it against you that you used the Harry Potter reference. I'm actually a big, huge Harry Potter fan myself, and I'm kind of happy that you chose this exact quote that Albus Dumbledore said to Harry. And honestly, it's very true in today's society. I mean, as human beings, it really is hard for us to make easy decisions versus what's right. And honestly, usually what's right is the hardest thing, hardest decision to make. And most of the things, and most of the time, I should say, people struggle with doing what's right because they feel alone. Because nobody never wants to be the first person to step up and speak out, and it does feel lonely. But that's where God kind of, he comes in that area. And that's the main reason why I say, and I agree with you as well, that Christians should be held in a higher standard when it comes to our ethics. And because, God pretty much expects us to. The Ten Commandments says it all. As, as simple and plain as sweet, it's, set in stone, literally. It's all we have to obey. You know, um, Loving thy neighbor, even though if they might not love you back. I mean, it's hard, but you gotta do it with compassion. You gotta do it with patience. Do it with kindness. Do it with love. And I definitely like the Bible quote that you use in your discussion board post from Colossians 3:12 through 14. There's one particular Bible verse that I use from Romans 12, verses 17 and 18, which says, do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. If possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. And that's from the New International Version. And that's one that's one particular Bible verses I try to live by myself. I try to do my best to live accordingly to everybody, just to really live at peace. It's hard already that how the world is today. And, as Christians, it is hard to keep moving on with that love that we're supposed to show and have in our hearts. It's hard at some times, but at the same time, it's not. Like I said, that's the big thing, and that's the greatest thing about God. He helps us in our times of need and our struggles, especially when we're doing work for him. That's the biggest thing that he always helps us with. Sometimes I forget about that, but sometimes we just kind of need a reminder to get back on the right path. But I do thank you for your discussion board post this week, and I definitely agree with you. And we working at a higher ethical standard as Christians. Sometimes we need to do more. Sometimes we need to do less, but whatever God has us intended us to do, that's pretty much the right thing. But thank you again for your discussion board post.